Hello and welcome to the tavern. Name's Jay. Back with my team here. I've been doing a lot of work here, trying to make this as good as possible. Um, as you can see, I now have Sylvie on. If you hear fans in the background, very hot, and it was very hot outside. It was also very hot at work. Doesn't help the fact that I work at a bakery where an oven is always on. But I made I'm not gonna say a lot of changes, but I made decent enough changes to like the team to kind of ensure that hopefully everything goes the way I want to go. Now, this is probably like, I don't know if I'm gonna make a new team going into Regulation MV, which happens on the 17th. So Friday will be whenever I record this again on Friday, it will be the new regulation. So this will be the last video of this regulation. And so what I'm going to do, my biggest thing right now is I'm not gonna attempt to. I will go for wins, but I just want to get as much VP as I can because I don't use Pokemon Home. I don't have Pokemon Home. While I do have, I believe, Scarlet, Violet, Sword, and I think Scarlet. No, I have Violet and Shield. I don't have Pokemon Home to transfer Pokemon to and from. So a lot of the Pokemon I'm getting are from here. That being said, sit down, relax, grab something to eat, something to drink, watch the big screen, enjoy the gameplay, and enjoy how the rabbits kind of like do their thing. And if they don't, then we figure out where we went wrong. That being said, let's just get started. So as you can see, Lopunny changed a little bit. I had it with Drain Punch, but it's kind of whatever. I had it with Encore, but because Whimsicott's in the game, doesn't really matter. Fake Out is Fake Out. If you have it, why not have it? Quick Attack. So this is something I've been running into a lot, is that by the time I use Fake Out and it gets like hit with a Protect, I get hit with the Whimsicott Encore. So my way to mitigate that is Quick Attack. Reason being, if Fake Out connects, okay, Whimsicott has more chip damage, and the partner Pokemon gets hit by, like, let's say any other move. Then, if it tries to Encore me, because, you know, priority Encore, I go priority Quick Attack, because naturally I'm faster. I get an attack off, and I'm Encored into Quick Attack, which is more beneficial to me, since the only two types I can hit with Quick Attack is the only two types I can't hit are Rock and Steel for super effective damage. So that is that. Audino, I have to really use Audino, actually use it, but I have it with Yawn, Dazzling, Trick Room, Life Dew. Basic support set, and I have been using Poke Synergy to help me with the team setup, team build, how to really utilize the Pokemon. And Audino stats are, we'll see in a moment, have been more tailor-made for defense than special defense, mostly because the specials are there's not many special attackers that really do matter. Then we have Azumarill, standard set, Protect, Aqua Jet, Play Rough, Belly Drum. I have to learn when to use Belly Drum, when to not use Belly Drum, depends on the situation. Diggersby is Thunder Punch, Rock Slide, High Horsepower, get Impact with the Choice Scarf. And I have it set to Jolly Nature because I wanted to outspeed nearly everything. Everything that it can outspeed. It might not outspeed certain Pokemon, but it can certainly outspeed the Pokemon I needed to outspeed. Sylveon is newly added. Basically, it's the same set you've seen all over the place, except I added Mystic Fire to get some special attack drops, which might change it to Hyper Beam for quick KOs. Oh, and I'll Giga Impact for Diggersby for basically KOs on the Pokemon I need to KO. And then another newly added mon, Meowscarada, because one, I needed another fast Pokemon, but more importantly, I needed a Pokemon to use against Basculegion. So Basculegion was one of the Pokemon that I've always had trouble with because I needed to work around Basculegion, either by burning it or anything else. I could use Rotom-Mow to kind of do for the same result, but one of the issues will always be lash effects. Now, right now of my team, 3 Pokemon resist lash effects, but they died of Wave Crash. Meowscarada is the one counter to that won't die from a 3 KO lash respects unless it's like a 0.5% chance. I have ran the damage calculations for this, while also being able to dish out a 1-hit KO with either Flower Trick or Knockoff. Now, I have it with Overgrow instead of Protean, and that's because I don't want to change its type, but it may come up that I may need to change its type. Reason being is because if I change it to Ice, Stab. If I change it to Dark, basically Encore shenanigans. But if I anytime I change its type, it becomes a mono type, and then it dies to last respects if it's not the Dark type, or it dies to Wave Crash if Dark type. Now I can make it immune to last respects with Protect, but yeah. So with that, let's just get into some games. You have been noticing that I'm not sharing the teams, but that's because I'm not fully confident in my teams. Like, I'm confident in my gameplay, I'm not confident in my team, because I have to go through trial and error to see what works, what doesn't work, what I need, and what I don't need. Okay. So, I don't know what this team is. I could do Meowscarada. Charizard kind of threatens. I could do Diggersby. What threatens Diggersby? Basculegion. Lopunny is basically always good. Sylveon, same thing, always good. Not Basculegion. King Gambit threatens Sylveon with an Iron Head. So if I lead Lopunny Sylveon, I can get it. If I lead, because I'm not seeing a fake out, so I can actually lead not a Zoomeroo, actually, Diggersby. Meowscarada in the back, and then do I want a Azumarill or do I want Sylveon? I think I want the Azumarill actually. Fake out into let's say fake out into Whimsicott. Yep. Fake out into Whimsicott. Then we do Rock Slide. Yeah, you know what? Fake out into Whimsicott. Do Rock Slide. You either swap out Charizard or you Protect. swap out Charizard or you protect. Then I'm gonna go into quick attack next turn. And because I'm choice, I only have Rock Slide. If Rock Slide does its job, then I swap out Diggersby to kind of match whatever comes out next. Which would then be honestly, it could be Meowscarada depending. Because I think if you don't protect, Charizard protects. So, Whimsicott, no protect. There goes Rock Slide. This Charizard could be Char X. That's another thing to consider, right? It could be Char X. So now we do quick attack into the Whimsicott. Keep clicking Rock Slide. So you either withdraw or you Char X. Those are the two options. Whimsicott is either going for Tailwind or Encore. Most likely Encore because this sees a free Encore. It should know Diggersby is okay. So this is Char Y, so it's gonna go for Encore. It's either Encore or Tailwind, one of the two. If it's Tailwind, I live. Actually, maybe, because it could also use Solar Beam. Encore. So I just got a double KO, and this is why I picked Quick Attack of all things. And Charizard lives. But this is why I picked Quick Attack over any other move, because they're going for the Encore. Fuck yes. Because yes, they're always going for Encore. Because Encore is such a prevalent fucking move. It is such a prevalent move that Whimsicotts always use that I have to outplay it with Quick Attack, and now no matter what you do, I'm faster, I'm getting in my damage. So, and that's exactly why I picked Quick Attack. Because I got tired of just like always losing because I got hit with an Encore of all things. Okay, so what can we do here? Actually, I see exactly what we can do. Because I don't see a fake out. Zoroark can be a pain. I can do a knockoff, or I can do Sylveon. Something else I can also do is a Zoomeroo or Diggersby. What can Audino do for me? Actually, I know exactly what it can do. So we leave those two. We have Sylveon in the back, and let's say Meowscarada. Do I want Meowscarada actually? Or do I want Diggersby? I think I may. It picked for me. So now we're stuck with Lopunny. Oh boy. Sylveon, Basculin, Legion. Okay. Okay, how do I want to do this? Beyond the Sylveon. and Aqua Jet Sylveon. I'm gonna have to make do with this. %. Okay, that's not a Basculegion. That is a Zoroark. Okay. So, you're Yawn. So, will Life do this now and protect? Life do protect. Please tell me I live this. I don't think I live this. No, of course not. Okay. I'm gonna have to do a Sylveon on my own, actually. Okay. Hyper Voice. Hyper Voice Aqua Jet here. Okay. That's fine. And then... So, Zoroark is gone. I know you have... This is gonna be the thing. I know you have the Basculegion. What's the other Pokemon you have? Parapparate. Okay. So we can do that there. Protect here. Sylveon's fast asleep. Protect. Thunderbolt. And now the Basculegion's here. Something I have to check on. Speed of 72 versus my speed of 70. Okay. So I have to protect Sylveon. If Play Rough connects, this is gonna be the thing, right? If Play Rough connects, actually I have to save you better not tell me. Okay, I have to save Azumarill, because if I don't save Azumarill, then I do lose. Now, unfortunately, there's not much I can do. It is going to be faster, which is the unfortunate part. No, I can't do it that way. Oh, okay, cool. I'm not gonna be doing a lot of damage. Okay. Not gonna be doing a lot of damage, but oh, this is where I'm fucked. Okay. What is Basculegion's actual base speed? Like, no choice. Okay, I'm not winning. This is why I actually wanted, I didn't want Lopunny, but because it picked for me, I didn't have a choice. Yeah, the last respects comes in, knocks out, why is last respects like a moon? This is what I want to know, right? Which is gonna end it here, there's no point. Why did they make last respects a move? Like, I get it, right? Power creep, everything has to be more power, more something, more something. Honestly, I could have just... The biggest thing is this. If I chosen Meowscarada, I actually would have won. But because it chose my last Pokemon for me, it kind of just like said, here, you lose. Okay. Lopunny Diggersby. Immediately start with that. Or I could start with Sylveon. Actually, this is gonna be a thing, right? If I see, this is the major thing. If I see like Whimsicott, because I've been pretty. I might have to try it like that. Because I don't know. We'll see what happens. Rotom and Sneasler. Okay. Okay, so Rotom Sneasler, Rotom having... It's either, well, it's not, it's either Choice Scarf or it's like a Citrus Berry. But it's the one thing that's going to be able to like just fully knock out a Pokemon. And because you went for close combat, it allowed me that KO. So like you were reading that I go into Rotom, but you actually, it's something like this, right? You kind of got greedy. Okay, I have to swap out. I could go, no. I have to swap this out. So we can swap this out for, let's say, Sylveon. Because if you do Will-O-Wisp or anything such as like anything special, I can kind of work into that. Whittle you down even more, wear the ball into Lopunny, that's fine. You want Lopunny gone. My support Mega's already gone. Ball switch into that to bring out the last Pokemon, which is probably, if I were to guess, Whimsicott. Incineroar. Okay. I can work with that. How much of that could I work with? So there is no Whimsicott. Hearthstone Light goes on in 4 turns. We'll double protect for now because fake out is a thing. And then Solar Beam is coming into Azumarill. Okay. So if I were to go with something, right? I can Aqua Jet into there and Hyper Voice here. It could have Throat Chop. 24% damage. It's bad, but it's only cut in half. Azumarill still lives on like nothing. You really hate the Azumarill. So you just gave me free damage. Like, this is what I'm seeing, right? Free damage. So like, I'm stuck with the Diggersby, but the problem now is, what can he do? Because like, I'm clicking withdrew the Incineroar. So in other words, unless Charizard protects, Charizard is going down. So is Rotom. Because you don't have a Whimsicott, Rotom also just basically goes down. You're down to the Incineroar, whose only moves are Flare Blitz and possibly Throat Chop. Both moves which really aren't like in his favor. In my head, I'm expecting Whimsicott. So like Lopunny going down, it's not like the biggest thing in the world. It did what it needed to do. It did its chip damage. You know, the thing is, I think if I have like if I commit to memory like what moves a Pokemon can learn and what it needs to do, then it becomes something. Like, I've always put aside Quick Attack as like it's a weak normal move for like Lopunny, but I have to put into perspective that yes, as weak as it is, it can still realistically do something. Does Chandelure get I guess Infiltrator. What about normal Chandelure? Okay. So Diggersby is good. Okay, yeah, Diggersby is good. I can also go like Lopunny, Diggersby. Actually, you don't have. Oh, you do have a fake out user. Um, Lopunny, Diggersby, Meowscarada, and I can actually something else I can do. I can actually do it like that because I fake out whoever. You have to kind of like, yeah. I fake out whoever. Sneasler Rotom Bridge. Still has an electric move. Let me see something here. Thunderbolt. If it has Thunderbolt or anything like that, it's still going to kill me. Okay. So we have to fake out over here. Sneasler can still basically end me. But if it does fake out, it's going to stop me anyway. I'm hoping they're not smart and they try to fake out Lopunny. Fake out here. Okay, doesn't matter. Does not matter. Okay, so I can actually close combat this. Protect here. Because I think regardless, I think I'm making a trade because you're going for like Thunderbolt into Zoomeroo. And then close combat, yeah. Was that trade actually worth it? That's gonna be the question. I don't think the trade was worth it. I'm gonna have to go for another protect. Hope the protect works, and hope Sneasler goes for a Zoomeroo. I am gambling on this protect. Because if I can get this protect off, I think I can still be in the game. Okay, cool. Wait, maybe. Nah, I lose. I lose. No point in trying to play it out because there really was no point in trying to play it out. Because even if I go for protect, the other Pokemon in the back is just Meowscarada, who's just gonna really just boost the both Pokemon. I should have just stuck with Sneasler. I mean, not Sneasler. What's his name? Diggersby at the start. Like Diggersby a start, and then work at it from there. Okay. Okay, last game. I have nothing into Floette. But I see no fake out. But if you lead Charizard, this is where everything like falls into place, right? If you lead Charizard, then I have to lead Diggersby. Actually, what can Diggersby threaten right now? It can threaten Charizard, it can threaten Basculegion, it can threaten Arcanine. So we go Lopunny, Diggersby. We bring Sylveon and then Azumarill. Alternatively, we can also do lead Audino, lead Diggersby. I'm gonna stick with this because like this is like the more winning move. Because I could go Audino, Diggersby, Azumarill, Sylveon. Set up a Trick Room, swap. It just all depends on like if it depends on the lead. Whimsicott, Garchomp. Okay. Actually, I don't want. Like we can do this. And we can click Rock Slide. It's not gonna do a lot of damage, but what I can do afterwards is swap Lopunny out for Meowscarada, take less damage that way. And then threaten with okay. Because Garchomp would have to attack with Dragon Claw. Ah, you were okay, so you are faster. Okay, so you have the Scarf, which means Basculegion doesn't. Okay. Oh, I don't have Meowscarada? Oh, you're fucking kidding me. Okay. This is terrible then. Gonna have to go Azumarill then. What would you have in the back? This is gonna be the question. What would you have in the back? It has to be Charizard. So yeah, I'm gonna go Sylveon, because like you're gonna swap Whimsicott out for Charizard. If not, you go for Tailwind. Yeah, I don't think I win this one. Yep. Alright, cool. So what do I do here? There's not a lot I can do, is there? Oh, this Garchomp is stupid. Like, if I do Aqua Jet, I'm not doing enough damage. I can't do Play Rough because Charizard just outright kills me. I can't do Hyper Voice again because okay. Okay. And this is the problem with closed team sheets. I don't know who has what items, but now I have to guess who has what items. This is the dumbest thing ever. Yeah, I don't think it matters at this point. And you know what? This is when... This is where I say bring in the fucking Torterra. There's no point. It's like, if I block out one, I can't do anything to the other. Because, like, I'm not doing nearly enough damage. Because, again, Whimsicott's in the back. And that's a case where Trickman would have actually solved that. Because, like... Okay, it is what it is. That is a case where Trickman would have actually solved that. Or because, again, Garchomp decided he wanted to be Scarf. Another Pokemon that could have solved that, actually, is, for the most part, Torterra. Which I am thinking Torterra, if I can go into it. It's just how many of these moves do I have to go through? Because Torterra is slow, unfortunately. Actually, before anything else, I gotta check on Torterra real fast. Because blocking not priority moves, Torterra, what the hell are you? Oh wow, you are at the bottom. Especially defensive. Actually, no. I made your special defense high. I can make you like so physically like. I would have to mess with this. I really will. But it is something to note. Because, again, whenever you see like a Charizard, you see a Garchomp just, clicking Earthquake. Now, again, I could have worked around that, but it's like, how do I work around it, right? I think that's the overall issue that's coming around. How do I work around not knowing? And I think the problem, it's not so much of a problem. Like, the solution is, like, expect everything. And, like, pretty much play defensively, right? So, like, for example, Lopunny can play defensively with a Fake Out, while also playing, while the partner plays offensively. I just wish there was more I could do for Diggersby, to be honest. That might change with the upcoming Regulation MB, depending on what items they add. If they add more supportive items, and then that means I can play Diggersby a lot more differently. But yeah, it just all depends. I'll take a look into Torterra, because I may not need it to be like an attacker per se. I may just need it to be basically like a wall. But it can play an attacking role. Or I leave my team as is and figure out like based on team comp. That's another thing I have to like look into based on team composition, what the opponent is actually playing. I think we'll just end it there. Yeah, those are my rabbits plus Meowscarada. If I get more rabbits in the next update, the rabbit I'm really hoping for is Cinderace, because it gives me a fire type, even though like I'm still gonna be very weak to whatchamacallit, Basculegion. Or we get Wigglytuff, who is another supporting Pokemon, but can do more. We shall see. I have to see what all the rabbits are. Actually, in the comments down below, based on all the Pokemon, not just in Champions, all the Pokemon we currently have, all 1,000 whatever. Besides the 5 rabbits I have here, name any other rabbits that are in the game, or like not in the game, in the Pokedex. So like there's Wigglytuff, plus or minus are like the rabbit Pikachu, and so on and so forth. So do let me know what other rabbits in there. I think Magearna might also be a rabbit, but I don't know yet. If true, then I can actually use Magearna to like work through some issues. But yeah, that being said, thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all appreciate like my headspace, places where I've messed up, where I need to improve, and so on and so forth. Basically me trying to learn the game. Not learn the game, me trying to predict my opponents and not just losing in like team preview. I did have a few games where I did predict my opponents, and there were games where I just lost in team preview because I don't know all of the teams. And I think that's like something I have to come to recognize, is that as I play the game, I have to recognize what team wants to do what and when I bring certain Pokemon. So that being said, the tavern is now closed. I shall see you all later. Have a good one, everybody.